and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Katarina. Today's video is going to be another wardrobe declutter video, and this is the last part for tops. So it's going to be t-shirts. I will say it's probably my least favorite category when it comes to tops. In general, I do prefer sleeveless tops. First, we do have this H&M linen t-shirt. This one is in really sheer material and I don't really like anything about this. It's really sheer, so you can see through it. It's really shapeless, and also it is in pure white, which for me as warm autumn is one of the worst colors. So I have decided to declutter pure white completely from my wardrobe, with the exception of one linen shirt. So this is a declutter. Next we do have a t-shirt from Nougat. Nougat is a Finnish, more sustainable, maybe better quality brand. They are pretty popular, but I feel they are popular more among middle-aged people, and I feel majority of their clothes cater to little bit older women. I'm way in my 30s already, but I still feel that the Nougat clothes sometimes are a little bit like, I don't know, grandma clothes. Anyways, this t-shirt I do quite like. It was actually packed away. I thought that I'm going to declutter it because this is something that I need to steam. But I do like this. I do like the color. It is in ivory. I'm going to keep this for now. I don't like to layer with anything where, you know, the sleeve is not fitted, because then the sleeve rolls under the cardigan. But I think this will be great in summer on its own. It can be combined with a lot of different bottoms and it's a really versatile piece. Okay, so next we do have this t-shirt that I thrifted recently. I don't now remember the brand, but this one is actually 80% silk and 20% something else, and it was only €3 at the thrift store, plus minus 20% from that. So I ended up paying €2.40. It's really nice quality, and this color is something that works for me really well. This has fitted sleeves, so it would work great for layering. Apart from a couple of pieces that I have thrifted recently, this being one of them, I don't have silk in my wardrobe. It's not necessarily something I would buy myself, but if I happen to find it at thrift store, I am willing to buy it. Not silk scarves or anything like that though, it's just not my style, but this one I feel can be a really versatile piece. So this one I'm going to keep. Okay, we do have here another piece from Nougat, and it is this pink t-shirt. I just hate this. This is something that I have thrifted. I bought this one when I had just gotten my color analysis. So this one is a really warm pink, and it is really muted. So I think this one truly is an autumn pink, but there is something in the color pink that it just does not work for me. After getting my style analysis from our fashion garden and learning my Kibbe ID and Kitchener essences, I think the essences are maybe the answer why I feel pink is not my color. My essence blend is mainly natural, then I do have some classic and some ethereal. But I feel pink is such an ingenuine color, like a youthful color, girly color, or then this kind of muted pink maybe could go to romantic, but ingenuine romantic I don't have those essences. Maybe that's why the color pink doesn't work, but I just think it looks awful, even though this technically works for my skin. But another thing about this t-shirt is that the style is just really weird. I do not like the kind of like open, slightly rounded neckline of this one. The sleeves are weirdly long. This is ripped in kind of like a wrong way for me. It's kind of long, so I wouldn't like to wear it like this, but then it would be maybe a little bit annoying to tuck in. So yeah, I just don't like this, so I'm going to declutter it. And I totally have now learned, after knowing my color season for about a year now, that I shouldn't buy something that is in my color palette if it's not my style otherwise. Here we do have another kind of like pinkish, or this is kind of like a berry toned t-shirt. This one I think actually is better color for me, although this is not necessarily that warm, but at least it's a little bit less girly. This is a really old H&M piece. At some point in my life I used to love this, but not anymore, so this is a declutter. I totally have gained some weight since then, and this one just feels really tight and uncomfortable. Another thing is that this one has this kind of like scratchy feel to it. This next one hurts my eyes, but it is really the screen that makes this worse. This one is a coral peplum t-shirt, and for whatever reason this one does not look on the screen what it does look in real life. I think it is still more like a spring color, but this one I feel I can pull off better than a pinky coral, because this one has a really strong orange base to it, and I actually think this color looks great against my skin. This is one of those colors that really make my skin glow, but what does not work for me is the peplum fit. This one I have thrifted like years ago. This one is an old Seppälä piece. Seppälä went out of business like years ago also, so yeah, this one I feel is just kind of like really out, but even if it was in, it's not my style. We do have a t-shirt in a similar color. This is something that I thrifted about a year ago. I was pregnant back then. I wasn't able to try this one on, and yeah, I guess I just wanted to buy something in spring color because I was exploring those before I got my color analysis done. I really do like this color. I feel though that this one is kind of like early 2000 style. I might have kept this otherwise, but the blingy things on the front actually come off. Yeah, unfortunately this is a declutter. Here we do have another thing that I bought when I got my color analysis. It was in the really early June last year, and I was like 9 months pregnant already, so obviously I wasn't able to try this on then, but I thought that hey, this is a warm autumn color, I'm going to buy it. So it is this floral t-shirt. I just don't like this. I don't know what it is. The flowers, the fact that this would need to be steamed. This is a declutter. Another thrifted piece because it's part of my color palette, but what does not represent my style. So this one is this t-shirt with this lace detail on the front. It is in khaki color and it has an awkward zipper on the boob. Just no. Okay, here we do have something that is not part of my color palette, but what I am going to keep, because this one is a t-shirt of my hometown's ice hockey team. So I do come from a city of Rauma, and Rauman Lukko is the ice hockey team. So yeah, this one is for me a more sentimental piece. If you're ever wondering what is the tattoo that I have on my wrist, it is the logo of Rauman Lukko. I am that much of an ice hockey fan, but another thing is that it, like the tattoo, represents home to me because I have moved away. Let's move on. I do have here a grey t-shirt. Grey is a really horrible color on me. It tends to often make me look grey also, and then it's just really contrasting against my skin, which is really yellow. Don't like the color grey, but I will also say, even if I was a cool season, I don't know if I still would keep this, because this kind of cotton material, which this one is, you know, if you get sweaty at all, it's going to show you right away. Or if you spill water on yourself, there is going to be this dark splotch on this material. So yeah, no, this is a declutter. Okay, so here we do have this striped t-shirt. This is actually the same style and same model than the very first one in pure white. So again, this really shapeless thing. I don't like this. Maybe I like this one even less than the white one, because I just feel that this kind of small scale stripe is really busy on me. So it just doesn't work. This is a declutter. Another striped t-shirt. This one has this lace thing. I almost feel it looks really separated from the rest of the top. I used to have this same t-shirt like years and years ago, and I completely wore it down because I really enjoyed it back in the day, and I was a little bit sad that I had to get rid of mine because it was in such horrible condition. Then when I found this one from the thrift store, I decided to get it, but it no longer is something that represents my style. Okay, so this is kind of like the same t-shirt but in all black. This one is just like different season, like the lace here is really different, but the idea is the same. The top part is lace and then the rest is just cotton. I like this better, and I think the lace here is kind of like nice. It's not that really traditional romantic lace, it's kind of like more boho. And overall I just think this whole piece looks more cohesive. This is something that has now been packed away for a while. I have thought that I'm going to declutter it, but when I still had this as part of my wardrobe, I never wore it, so this is a declutter. Okay, we do have here another H&M basic cotton t-shirt. Now I do have a nude bra now on top that I'm trying this on, but this totally would need to be worn with a black bra. But this one I'm going to keep. This is actually One of my favorite t-shirts, well, I don't keep many, but this one is actually something that I enjoy. I think it's just a really basic, nice looking t-shirt. I do like the fact that it's fitted and the sleeves are fitted, and I like the fact that this one has crew neck. Okay, we do have here a t-shirt from H&M men's department. This one is like from the young men's selection, bought, I don't know, almost 10 years ago, maybe 2016 is when I bought this one. And yeah, it has Eminem album cover in it, and this one for me is a more sentimental piece. So I don't want to get rid of it, however this one doesn't represent at all my style anymore, if it really ever has represented my style. So I'm going to keep this one, but not as part of my like t-shirts. I don't even want to count it towards my t-shirt inventory because I think I'm just going to wear it nightwear. It's comfortable, so it works for that. Okay, so I think I mentioned earlier that I don't like these really open rounded necklines, and that's exactly what I have in this t-shirt. However, I still decided to keep this. This is something that I have gone back and forth with, and I will say I don't like the neckline. I wish this one was off-shoulder. If it was an off-shoulder piece, I would absolutely love it. So it is this ripped t-shirt with this button detail on the front. I don't like to layer with this at all. Each time that I have layered with this, I have absolutely hated my outfit. However, I'm going to keep this for summer. I think this would be really nice with shorts, with skirts, if I don't really have to layer with a cardigan. A jacket could do, yes, but not a cardigan. Yeah, I'm going to keep this, but it's going to be a summer piece. However, this is something that at some point I might just decide that it's not for me, but I'm going to keep it for now. Okay, here we do have the top that I'm wearing today. I don't know if this officially is a t-shirt, but it does have t-shirt sleeve. It is this black off-shoulder t-shirt. As you know, I wear my favorite pieces in these videos, and I was so happy to be able to wear this again. This one is closer to 10 years old. It's an old H&M piece. I have not been able to wear it in years. Since getting pregnant with my daughter, I have not been able to get myself into this piece because it is a little bit tight. I still don't know if I would be comfortable wearing this one outside of the house, but you know, I'm just filming. I just love this. I think this is such a classic, elegant off-shoulder piece, and I love off-shoulder on myself. I actually wouldn't mind getting a little bit more off-shoulder pieces, something that could be worn in the summer, but also maybe some long-sleeved ones for fall and spring. Last we do have this black mock neck t-shirt from H&M. Oh gosh, as you can see, this one is so see-through. So it wouldn't help to wear a black bra because then you could still see my skin under it. So not going to keep this one. Let's just move on. And actually that was the last piece that I talked about. I think when it comes to t-shirt, 10 is like the absolute maximum that I don't want to go over. However, I don't see myself getting into 10 anytime soon, because I'm just really picky with t-shirts these days. But that is everything for today. That was the last part for the tops, which has been multiple parts. Thank you so much for watching this video, and see you on my next one. Bye bye.